Very good morning to you and to yours this very morning. Welcome to a new day. Today's the 21st day of November 2023. An exciting time. Yeah, it's an exciting day. Just be part of it in every way you can and experience the full measure of what the day would unfold for you. It's going to be a good day. Say to yourself, it's going to be a good day. Welcome to the show. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi Live. I am Femi D. Amelim. Oh yes, let's review some of the biggest stories as we have them across the papers at this time. Do you remember the stories that have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers? And we on Nigeria Info are only informing you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, let's take a look at stories from Daily Trust, Leadership, The Nation, The Sun, and the Independent newspaper for today, okay? Now, Tuesday it is, right? Okay, so let's start out with Daily Trust. Sanwo-Olu approved millions for renovation of Lagos CP's residence, days to election. They have it as exposed under Daily Trust. Sanwo-Olu approved millions for renovation of Lagos CP's residence, days to election. I got 2 million naira, not 2 billion, for rechargeable fans. Sanwo-Olu's deputy breaks silence. Are election tribunals strengthening Nigeria's democracy? I don't have problems with INEC, but its process. SDP presidential candidate. Why President Tinubu should attend 2023 National Agric Show. Furor over vacancies and appointments of permanent or federal permanent secretaries. Fresh crisis hits Edo PDP as leaders call for chairman's resignation. Amid the economic crisis, Sanwo-Olu approved 73.1 million naira for Tinubu's portrait and 44 million naira for vegetables. Appeal court affirms election of Benue governor. Obasanjo, Western liberal democracy not working for Africa. Job racketeering ripples at character commission over reps delayed reports. Other stories, as one would find with Daily Trust, kidnapper arrested while buying food in Edo State. Nigerian exchange declines by 0.15% on first trading day. After 21 years in US, 9 years in London, I find myself under Oshodi Bridge, says Nigerian. People dropping jams in my courtroom. Lagos judge raises alarm. SEC backs 1 trillion naira economy target infrastructure financing. Debt distress. CSO 6 relief for Nigeria, 10 ECOWAS countries. Reps to audit lottery fund over 2.5 billion naira IGR expenditure and others. Again, CBN postpones policy meeting amid rising inflation. Kano APC declares fasting as Governor Yusuf heads to Supreme Court. Plot to remove me targeted at Kwankwaso's vision. Kano governor. Morocco 2024. Madugu invites Ajibade Nnadozie, Oshola, and 18 others for Cape Verde. All right, those covers some stories from Daily Trust for today. Let's move on to leadership. Oh, just to mention again, we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja, as you find it there for your streaming purpose, and of course making your comments and reading other people's comments as well. Now to leadership newspaper for today. OPL 245, federal government open to Malabo oil well restoration, says NUPRC. Nigeria on path to greatness, says First Lady. WCD, climate change affects 100 million Nigerian children, according to a report. Elia denies spending 40 billion naira in 5 months. All Liberians win as President Ware concedes defeat. Ebonyi, Benue, communities resolve to end communal war. Appeal Court validates Governor Elias' election. Ministers pledges continuity to World Bank. Okay, Minister pledges continuity of World Bank programs. Other stories still with leadership. Ex-lawmaker commends Tinubu's handling of labor strike. Edo 2024 hurdles as opposition parties search for Obaseki's successor. Of Sekopos, Abubakar-led Peace Committee appeals for CAM. Akpabio urges politicians to always seek peace. Kogi, NNPP tax Ododo on inclusive government. INEC performed well in spite of challenges, that's according to CUPP. Messi's 2022 World Cup jerseys go up for auction. Djokovic wins record 7th ATP title. That's in tennis now. Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. Super Eagles Old Warriors to 1-1 draw. Oh, that was 1 day ago. Okay, moving past that. Now to the nation. Tinubu to Siemens, speed up investment in power and rail. Presidency tackles Atiku over claim on court verdicts. Retirement directive unsettles adamant police officers. Impeachment now. Appeal court rejects Ondo Assembly's requests on deputy governor. We're committed to transparency, says Lagos Procurement Agency. Makinde woos investors in Cairo. Tinubu to Siemens, speed up investment in power and rail. Subsidy removal takes monthly federation account inflow to 1 trillion naira. Other stories of interest. Africa needs alternative to Western democracy, says Obasanjo. Oshu Assembly, CJ Dangle, or should I say Tangle? Okay, Tangle over allegations of misconduct. Other stories. Lionel Messi's 2022 World Cup jerseys estimated to go for above $10 million at auction. How Israel-Hamas war threatens world peace. Foreign travel advisory. There's one or so in the nation for today. All right, moving on to The Sun. From The Sun newspaper, you'd find opposition alleges plots to turn Nigeria into one-party system. Manpower, our greatest asset, Tinubu tells investors. Climate change, over 110 million Nigerian children at risk, says UNICEF. Editors urges federal government to give economic revival measures human face. Uzodima donates 185 million naira to families of security officers killed by gunmen. Opposition alleges plot to turn Nigeria into one-party system. Also of interest, the kind of growth I expect in Lagos. Sanwo-Olu speaks about this. Uzodima task Owerri leaders on unity, insists on handing over to zone in 2017. CBN battles severe headwinds to achieve price stability. 5 Tier 1 banks' interest income hits 3.28 trillion naira in 9 months. All right. Well, there's a story here and there. I think the bigger part of those stories from The Sun. Rounding off now with The Independent. Appeal Court opposed Benue governor selection. Federal government records over 1 trillion naira monthly revenue from subsidy removal. Telcos bemoan profit deep amid volatile economy. Police refute assassination attempt on Rivers factional speaker. Crisis rocks Aviation Union election as agreed parties strengthen court action. MPC postponement, blessing in disguise. Okay, that's Monetary Policy Committee postponing their meeting. Other stories still with the Independent for today. You'd also want to read about in Anambra, Ifigbo grassroots football competition takes center stage. All right. Well, I think this is the latest stories here and there. Obong of Calabar stool. Power to also gets messier as a two bombs. Council tackles Governor Otu. Abuja to Labour Party makers reform Nigeria's electoral system to regain citizens' trust. All right, that's it. That's it, I would say. Well, we've taken a good listen to stories from the Independent newspaper, The Sun, The Nation, Leadership, and Daily Trust for today. Do you remember the stories have been postponed? Oh, I was looking at the word postponed. Have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We'd like to listen to you and your views on various news headlines for today. You can read up more about those stories, okay? So you can make an informed analysis of your choice. Oh, yes, as you make your contribution, remember to follow through with the editorial guide. Your calls need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us on Nigeria Info. We plead with you to keep your emotions in check as you share with us this very morning. Thank you for doing just that. All right, let's take your calls on 0700-951-0000. You can also join in on 080-9597-4869. And on WhatsApp, it's 080-999-30137. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Wow, good morning, Femi D.
Yes, welcome.
Femi D.
Yes, good morning. I can hear you, sir.
My name is Umar.
All right, welcome.
My take is about the report from Lagos. I mean that the Lagos State government renovate the CP house days before election. Femi, the fake news everywhere. Don't be surprised. This news will become as fake as 2 billion or so paid for fan replacement and what have you at the deputy governor's house, deputy governor's office. Yeah, you understand?
Yes, I do.
The governor has come out to tell us that what he got was 2 million naira, not 2 billion. Like the fake news mogul decided to pushed out. That time I wasn't in the know of a lot of fake news before days before election. You understand? To probably dissuade people and a lot of all that. Now, on Obasanjo, I'm so.
Oh dear. Umar, we're starting to struggle to hear you.
I can hear you. If I make, I just finish one.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you, Umar. Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Prince from Roga Outer.
All right, welcome.
Okay. Obasanjo, I'm commenting on Obasanjo's Western democracy is not good for Africa.
Yes, please.
Yes. Obasanjo was given an opportunity to solidify and modernize our democracy. But he refused to do that. He was the one who started killing this our democracy. This do or die politics, rigging, indiscriminate rigging, abduction of state governors, battered the economy started and the rest. But it started. He killed the democracy and he should keep quiet. You know, why is he coming to tell us all these things? We know what Obasanjo did, right? The family.
Yes, I do hear you. Well, okay. Well, he's critical of the performance of the former president. Good morning to you.
Morning, Femi D.
Yes, how are you today?
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Tony from Guarimpa.
Oh, Tony from Guarimpa. Okay, welcome.
I disagree completely with Obasanjo.
Mm.
What we need is the change of character behavior of our operators. our politicians in Africa, especially in Nigeria. We have democracy without Democrats, without patriots, without nationalists, without progressives. They are induces that bastardize the processes. So they should change the attitude. Democracy has principles and rules. Democracy everywhere. America, India. If it can work in other countries, why can't it work in Nigeria? It can work here. We don't need his claim that we need to change to Afro democracy. Nothing like that. Democracy is democracy. Let them change the attitude. Look at what happened in Liberia. One man is resolved to do the right thing. Let the president resolve to do the right thing. The governor resolve to do the right thing. And it will happen.
I see. All right, thank you for your view. Grateful to you. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. How are you today?
Femi.
Yes, how are you today? All right, welcome. Let's hear you. Oh, please go on. Yes, I can hear you. Go on. Go on. All right, welcome. Yes, please go on.
Yes. The APC government is trying to turn Nigeria into one-party system. That is correct. That is correct. I am telling you, by the grace of God, they will not succeed. They are trying to turn Nigeria to one party, and they will tell you it's not corruption. They will tell you it is only stealing of money that is corruption. That is the greatest corruption. This is the bedrock of corruption, and they will never succeed. My dear country shall be great again, and I pray equity and justice. Good morning, Femi.
Good morning to you. Okay, also Francis from Enugu says, good morning, Femi. Keep up the good work. I strongly believe Nigeria will be great again. John David Tensi says, great job, Femi. Keep it up. Also, Francis says, trust my husband, Nigeria will be great again, referring to what the First Lady said. That's a good one. Let Mr. President begin diversifying Nigeria's economy, revitalize moribund industries, and create an enabling environment both for local and foreign investors to improve Nigeria's economic well-being. Thank God and God bless. Dr. Mrs. Olebara says, she's writing from Maurice. She says, are we heading to one-party system in this country? It's a very unhealthy, not what democracy should be. If we all belong to one party system, who then will question the excesses of the ruling party and hold it accountable? The judiciary should be mindful of judgment it gives. We need justice for God's sake. Enough is enough on wholesome practices and illegalities. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Femi and how are you, loved ones?
Very well. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you. My name is Abakar, calling you from Gwaladia. A statement was attributed to the First Lady that Nigeria shall be great. It is always, I have faith in Nigeria. Nigeria shall be great. But until First Lady and her husband review most of the economic policies that have imprisoned millions of Nigeria, their policies are plunging Nigeria to economic disaster. Cost of living is too alarming. Cost of living. First Lady, she's a mother of a nation. Most of their economic policy is affecting livelihood, welfare, and well-being of millions of Nigeria. It's affecting our own children. It's affecting everybody. She should talk to the heart of her and soul of her husband.
All right.
She should review.
Thank you.
Nigeria shall be great again if we invest into human development industry. If people count.
My name is DJ, and I'm calling from Kagini.
Welcome.
I want to talk on Obasanjo, Western liberal democracy.
All right, welcome.
Obasanjo is one man that should understand that Africa, sit-tight power syndrome is our problem here. The politicians does not want another person to come. They only want themselves. He was the one that championed third term. because he was opportune to be there. He did first term, did second term. He want to go for third term. That is not how the Western usually go about it. They do their term, they go back if they don't win election. But he was looking for power. Now that he's no longer in power, he's now criticizing the Western liberal democracy, which ordinarily is supposed to praise because he's a benefactor of it. So we, the politicians in Nigeria, they are after themselves. They are the problem, not even INEC, because they look for a way around to circumvent the process so that it will benefit them. And when it didn't go their way at the polls, they go to court. They look for every means to ensure that the winner takes it all syndrome belongs to them. That is the problem we have here in Nigeria. So Obasanjo should just forget it.
Okay.
Thank you, Femi.
Thank you for your time, and we're grateful for your opinion you share with us. Ubi Monday says, good morning, Femi. Nice job. Oluwatosin Esther Detara says, with a devastating mind, I am writing this in tears. I beg you in God's name. Okay, well, that's soliciting there. The so-called democracy has been abused in Africa. The evidence is everywhere. Obasanjo, let me get it right now. Obasanjo is not wrong to suggest we must think out of the box. Looting everywhere, corruption is the order of the day. Please tell me which African country is doing well democratically. Good morning, Femi. That's according to Solomon Benjamin and his message there. Well, many thanks to you for writing in this very morning. We'll go on the break, and when would you come back? Let's break down some of the points of view with regards to almost everything you can think about. I just read out in the news. I'd like to share them with you. Listen to it in the next hour. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi Live.
Alex, this one when you find a face like this gonna call my shop. What's happen now?
My sister, I almost lost my...
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1. And I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria